Our top story from the national capital, and it is a curious case indeed. By now you know that an Aam Aadmi Party worker called Gopal Rai had stung his own party and claimed that he was being asked to pay 90 lakh rupees to get a MCD ticket for his wife. Now, based on what he said, the Anti-Corruption Bureau laid a trap and arrested 3 close aides of AAP MLA Akhilesh Tripathi. Tripathi himself was called in for questioning by the ACB. The BJP accused the Aam Aadmi Party of corruption, and lo behold, a raging war of words began. Now, 5 days later, Mr. Khari is all set to join the BJP. He will do that officially tomorrow. AAP has called him a BJP agent, a man who is a habitual offender whose main business is to trap people in false cases. Khaira claims he's a genuine whistleblower. A few days ago, Mr. Khaira had said that he was associated with the AAP as an active member since 2014. He's the one who approached the Anti-Corruption Bureau with that complaint. Listen in to what he said and listen in to what Akhilesh Tripathi has said.
मेरे को धमकी दी जा रही है, कंप्लेंट वापस लो।
आपका पुराना आपराधिक इतिहास वो बोले
कौन बोले? सारे फर्जी है मेरा। इतिहास उठा के देख लो मेरी एफआईआर। मेरी एफआईआर उठा के देख लो मेरे पे कितने फर्जी मुकदमे हैं। मैं सारे सबूत दूंगा आप लोगों को।
और भी विधायकों का नाम है क्या?
हाँ, 3-4 विधायकों के नाम है। धमकी दे रहे हैं मेरे को।
जो व्यक्ति खुद ही दलाली में शामिल रहता है, उसके खिलाफ कम से कम 50 केस चल रहे हैं। उसने इंस्पेक्टर जो जांच कर रहे थे अशोक विहार थाने में, उसके खिलाफ सब इंस्पेक्टर उसके उनके खिलाफ लगाया कि उन्होंने उनका मुलाकात करने की कोशिश की अपनी पत्नी का। तो ऐसे लोगों के खिलाफ बोलना वाजिब में समझता है, लेकिन ये मैं कहना चाहता हूँ कि कानून अपना काम कर रही है।
As the allegations of AAP selling tickets for the MCT polls gets investigated, the BJP has gone ahead and released another sting. Today, this one allegedly showing a close aide of Transport Minister Gopal Rai, a man called Puneet Goyal, demanding money for an MCD ticket. The lady Bindu, who stung the AAP, is, according to the BJP, a member of the Aam Aadmi Party. The BJP Sambit Patra was fielded to lead the charge against the Aam Aadmi Party. He claimed that out of 250 seats in MCD, 110 had been earmarked by the Aam Aadmi Party for sale. Arvind Kejriwal, campaigning in Gujarat today, has called the sting the BJP's Nautanki.
ये दुर्गेश पाठक जी, ये गोपाल राय जी, ये अतिशी जी और सौरभ जी, वो 5वां नाम आदिल जी का लेते नहीं है, ये 4 नाम ही लेते हैं कि ये 5 लोग जो हैं, ये सर्वे सर्वा है, पैसा इन तक पहुंच जाना चाहिए, वरना मैं भी कुछ नहीं कर पाऊंगा। और सुपर कमिटी में राखी है, तो दीदी पूछती हैं उनसे, आपको राखी जी लूप में है ना? तो बोलते सारे लोग लूप में हैं। ये जो लूप में सारे लोग हैं, लूप के अंदर जो भ्रष्टाचार चल रहा है वो हम देख रहे हैं।
बीजेपी की रोज मनोहर कहानियां आती हैं, रोज झूठे स्टिंग लेके आते हैं। दिल्ली की सारी जनता उनसे पूछ रही है कि आपने 15 साल में दिल्ली नगर निगम में क्या काम किया। उनके पास उसका जवाब नहीं है।
ये जो स्टिंग आ रहा है, रोज रोज का फर्जी स्टिंग आ रहा है, इससे एक चीज तो तयशुदा है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो है एमसीडी का चुनाव बुरी तरह से हार रही है। और चुनाव हारने की वजह से ही दिन भर ये लोग बैठ के फर्जी स्टिंग, यहाँ का स्टिंग वहाँ का स्टिंग निकालते रहते हैं। किसी को भी बिठा लिया, कोई मिल गया, उसके साथ बैठ के वीडियो बना लिया। जनता पूछ रही है कि 15 साल में तुमने किया क्या दिल्ली में? और हकीकत क्या है कि 15 साल में अगर इन लोगों ने कुछ कर लिया होता तो ये फर्जी स्टिंग बनवाने की नौबत नहीं आती। यहाँ वहाँ के वीडियो इकट्ठा करके बिठा के बनवा के और उसको रिलीज करके एक्सपोजे बोल के इशू करने की जरूरत नहीं आती।
Now, the BJP has been in power for 3 straight terms in the MCD. The Aam Aadmi Party is making an all-out effort to oust them. The fight will be intense, it will be bitter, personal and dirty. The 250 ward MCD goes to polls on December 4th. But what is interesting is the very man who made the first complaint, Gopal Rai, will now be joining the BJP. It's a fishy move, that's all we are saying. So the big question today is Gopal Rai a whistleblower or is he a BJP agent? Pooja Suri, Who's Mr. Gopal Rai? I mean, 5 days ago, he's in the news because he allegedly blows the lid off, and you're a spokesperson of the Delhi BJP, which is why I'm asking you this question. Before I complete my question, let me quickly introduce the other guests as well. Neeraj Mishra, Congress spokesperson, joining us. Manasvi Thapar is a lawyer and political analyst, someone who will be speaking on behalf of the Aam Aadmi Party, though I'm fairly certain she'll correct me when she starts speaking. And Ashutosh is a political analyst. Pooja Suri, it's very interesting and curious indeed that 5 days ago, here is a man from the Aam Aadmi Party, allegedly from the Aam Aadmi Party. He says he's been associated with the party since 2014. He stings his own party. He says that they are demanding cash for, for tickets. In fact, there are tickets that have been earmarked by the Aam Aadmi Party only to be sold. And now 5 days later, he is joining the BJP.
Well, Shreya, let me start.
Seriously? The Aam Aadmi Party is saying that he is a BJP agent.
Well, Shreya, let me start by saying that whatever we all are watching for last few days, all these things which have been there in the public domain also, no matter how Kejriwal and his team has been refuting the charges, but they cannot get away with it. For the very simple reason, recently what we saw yesterday, the massage happening, the luxurious massage happening for their jail minister, Satyendra Jain. I mean, can they deny that also? No. So because now this time, this is coming from their own party worker, Gopal Rai, so they are unable to accept it. This is the basically disappointment of the Aam Aadmi Party workers who have been working for the party diligently, and now they have to pay for getting their ticket, which is very disappointing for them. And once they are facing all this disappointment, have to come up and they want to say this in the media. I mean, you cannot expect the hardworking workers to work day and night for the party, and when they go for the demand the ticket, they are asked money for it. It is a kind of extortion. So if Gopal Rai has come up with this allegation, I think it is within their party only. Who's Gopal Rai? He was there with the party since 2014.
But why is he joining the BJP?
Has been associated with.
But why is he joining the BJP?
See, if he has joined the wrong party and he has realized it, that it was his blunder joining the party of rogues, then he is coming back to his normal senses and he's taking a decision of joining BJP. We welcome. Why not? I mean, if people of that conscience who have the guts to go against the corruption happening in Aam Aadmi Party, why not? I mean, what's wrong about it? Why not?
Okay. I'll say one thing, the optics are terrible for the Aam Aadmi Party. I'll say one thing, in the last 5 days, 6 days, the optics have been absolutely terrible for the Aam Aadmi Party, which is fighting an election in Gujarat, and the MCD elections are on the 4th as well. Before I get the Aam Aadmi spokesperson in, the unofficial spokesperson in, I want to get the Congress spokesperson. Neeraj Mishra, we've just heard from Mr. Arvind Kejriwal campaigning in Gujarat and saying, "Ye to BJP ka kaam hai, this dirty tricks, they have a separate department, the dirty tricks department, whose only job is to do all of this before an election, that all of this is Manohar Kahaniya." Do you think it is Manohar Kahaniya, or is there any truth to what the BJP is saying?
The writing part is being done by the Aam Aadmi Party. If you'll see, when the scam came about and the case in which Satyendra Jain is lodged, so every day Arvind Kejriwal used to come and have a press conference and tell what next is going to happen. So this script writing is being done by both the parties. But let's come back to the question. This man, Gopal Rai, is not very relevant, but the charges which he has made are totally relevant to the city. If you'll go in and around the city, you will find posters by ex-corporators, ex-MLAs of the Aam Aadmi Party, who supposedly is the crusader against corruption. But you will find these posters everywhere saying that this ticket has been sold to this person for this much money. This is happening all around the city. So if this kind of question is coming every day from every ward, from every alley, this means something wrong has happened. There can be two cases if we think pragmatically.
But you don't find it fishy that the guy who makes this allegation first is joining the BJP 5 days later? You don't find that fishy at all?
Shreya, I really don't want to comment on whatever party that person is joining, because he's not very relevant. People who know him, because he has a store in North campus, so we know him for a long time, that this person does not hold any credibility. But the charges which he are making are actually corroborated by others in the picture. So that is why the charges are very important. But what I'm trying to say is there are two cases.
But
Either Arvind Kejriwal is corrupt, or the second part is Arvind Kejriwal has lost grip of his party. Everything, all these corruption which has been happening is being done under his supervision, or he has lost grip of the party. So we need to establish that the entire leadership of the Aam Aadmi Party
Neeraj Mishra, you say... Okay, Neeraj Mishra, you say that you know this guy, Gopal Rai. He has no credibility, and yet you are saying that the charges he's making against the Aam Aadmi Party, those are credible. I don't know how that ties up, but Manasvi Thapar coming here. The optics for the Aam Aadmi Party has been...
These charges are being made by a lot of people all around the city. Not only this person. This person is not at all relevant. But the charges which he is making are very relevant. This is what I'm saying.
Manasvi Thapar, come in here. You're a lawyer. You're a political analyst as well. There is not just one Gopal Rai. There is also now Ms. Bindu, who allegedly was asked for money for a ticket by Gopal Rai's close aide. So it's not just one sting. This is two stings now. Look at the optics ahead of a very crucial election. There can be no smoke without fire, right? Many people would say. Something is going wrong. The allegation of the BJP is that out of 250 tickets in the MCD elections, 110 have actually been earmarked only to be sold. And all your top leaders, including Atishi, including Gopal Rai, including Saurabh Bhardwaj, all are involved in this racket.
Yeah, could be. The optic wise, Shreya, I would give full points to BJP to make sure that Aam Aadmi Party does not look good. So optic wise, the most interesting question what comes to my mind in this whole setup since last 5 days is any sting, whichever comes up, first goes to the BJP Karyalaya. Any sting which first comes up, it is the BJP spokesperson who come and say that this is a sting. Generally, from the conscience of any person in a political setup or whenever as a citizen of this country, if someone is taking cash for tickets, what do I generally do? I will give a complaint to the election commission. Is that done? Is the legal recourse actually taken? No, that is not done. The only thing which has happened in the last 5 days or whenever there is a event to discredit any political party by the BJP, it is a press briefing. It's a news report which comes, people discuss just to discredit. Nothing on ground actually happens. And if this person, who's a non-credible person as per the Congress spokesperson, if his words are so credible, the question comes to my mind is, why didn't he complain to the election commission? Instead of going to the election commission, he went to the BJP Karyalaya. And there is where he found the best political party of the world, that this is the most nationalistic of the world and this is where I should join. There is a movement of Eureka in his life. After this thing, all these things are just election gimmicks. You'll see after the MCD election is gone, there would be no cash for tickets issue there in the Delhi MCD. There would be no official complaint lodged by the BJP or this particular person, the non-credible person, as per the Congress spokesperson. So this is not a election credible democratic issue. This issue is only a political issue just to discredit Aam Aadmi Party. Apart from that, have they done any kind of legal work on that? That is not done as of now. It is only political media briefings. It's good for debate, prime time debates, but nothing on ground has been done. So this is so there are two ways to win election. One is
Ashutosh?
You make sure. Yeah, Shreya, just 30 seconds. One is you make sure that your manifesto, your words of words. Yeah. Yeah. So the one is you make sure that your words and...
Let me get in Ashutosh here. Let me get in Ashutosh here. Ashutosh. Now, okay, we understand that every political party has a dirty tricks department, but this is an election. So, Sam Dam Dand Bhed, take no prisoners.
See, that's the reality of the politics. BJP would like to discredit Aam Aadmi Party. Aam Aadmi Party would like to discredit BJP, and both would like to discredit Congress, and Congress would like to discredit both the political parties. So I think they should not complain to each other. The fact of the matter is whether these sting operation is real or whatever pictures are shown are some fake pictures. I think till now nobody has raised an objection. Nobody has said that these are the doctored videos, or it has been morphed, or it has been edited somewhere. At least I had not heard of. So that means there is some reality in these videos. Point number 2. The point is whether this will impact election again for the Congress party or for the BJP. I'm not very sure, because if you go back in time in 2013, when assembly elections were happening, a very strong sting operation was done, and in which Shazia Ilmi and Kumar Vishwas and many people's name were there, and those pictures were shown. But it did not impact elections, and that video sting operation was released just 3 days before the polling. Aam Aadmi Party was just contesting election for the first time, and unprecedentedly, Aam Aadmi Party got 28 seats and 29% vote share. BJP got 32 seats and, if I remember correctly, 33 or 34% vote share. Congress was reduced to 8 seats and very few vote percentage. So sting operations, whether this will really impact elections, whether this will really discredit Aam Aadmi Party, whether this will really influence voters' choice of Aam Aadmi Party, I'm not very sure about it.
Ashutosh, since you have been associated with the Aam Aadmi Party, fact is that this is a party whose birth lay in the anti-corruption movement in this country. Over the last 5, 6, 7 years, is it your sense? I don't know whether the sting operations that have been put by the BJP are fake or not. The Aam Aadmi Party has not called them fake, as you're rightly saying. They have not called it doctored. In fact, both these stings have been dismissed as Nautanki and Manohar Kahaniya by the top leadership, saying that, the BJP is losing, which is by dirty tricks, etc., etc. But I want to ask you this, as an analyst of politics for a really long time, have all these allegations, sustained allegations, and my God, the BJP does have energy, have impacted the Aam Aadmi Party somewhere? Look at Mr. Satyendra Jain; he's in jail. There are other MLAs and ministers who have been in jail because of corruption charges, etc. Has that anti-corruption crusader party image been impacted, regardless of whether that will impact the election or not?
Shreya, a political party's character does not change because opposition is attacking, or opposition is making certain observation, or their dirty department is doing something against. The character of a political party changes because of their own DNA, because of their own working, because of their own functioning, how they operate, how they work. That affects them. I had written many times in my columns that Aam Aadmi Party is also behaving like any other political party. Aam Aadmi Party, when it started in 2012, then Aam Aadmi Party used to say that we are not here in politics, but we are here to change politics. Now, unfortunate part of it, that Aam Aadmi Party has changed, and it is also behaving like any other political parties. And that is why there is a credibility loss for the Aam Aadmi Party. There is no doubt about it. So I'm pretty sure that if Aam Aadmi Party behaves like any other political parties, then the pull factor which Aam Aadmi Party had, the X factor which Aam Aadmi Party started with, I think that X factor, that pull factor is no longer working with them, and except that still people believe that Aam Aadmi Party is slightly better than the BJP and the Congress, and that's where it is working.
Okay, Pooja Suri, come in here. The Aam Aadmi Party representative on the show is saying that if you're so convinced, all right, I believe we've lost the BJP spokesperson and we've lost her line. Otherwise, the question I wanted to ask her was that if the charges, if the two stings are so strong, and if the BJP is absolutely convinced that they are not fake, they are not doctored, why have they not gone to the Election Commission with these stings? After all, they did. The Aam Aadmi Party could be in big trouble. Unfortunately, Pooja Suri has, I think, disconnected, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just... All right, she has disconnected. Maybe she thought the debate was over. It's not over. But Neeraj Mishra, that is the point. I mean, I know you're not the Aam Aadmi Party, but you are the Congress Party. But it's a valid point that the Aam Aadmi Party is making. Go to the Election Commission. Why go to the BJP headquarters with these things?
This person went to the Anti-Corruption Bureau, and the Anti-Corruption Bureau actually arrested 3 of his aides. So this person has actually taken the legal recourse. And then again, I'm saying this is happening all around the city, not only in just one ward. Now we need to understand this, that the Aam Aadmi Party, which was saying that they have come to change politics have actually changed, rightfully said by Ashutosh. These people are now the epitome of corruption. In liquors policy, they had corruption. In classrooms which they were creating for schools, they did corruption. In the STPs which they were making, 27 STPs, they said they made only 3 STPs, there was corruption. So whatever policies these people are bringing is full of corruption. So a party which came as a crusader for corruption has now become Arvind's propaganda party. And this bandwagon of propagandists are going soon be in jail, whether it is Sisodia, whether it is Arvind Kejriwal, and all these people, because the corruption which they have done will come out in public. And this is going to happen very soon.
Okay, I'll give Manasvi Thapar the last word. Manasvi, Ashutosh is someone who's been with the Aam Aadmi Party, who has seen the birth, and even he feels that there is a credibility loss for the Aam Aadmi Party given what has happened in the last couple of months. I mean, corruption charges have reached right at the doorstep of Manish Sisodia as well. You have ministers who are currently in jail. You have one minister who is getting his foot and head massaged inside jail. Obviously, there is a lack of credibility, which is why if the BJP comes these stings, people will look at the sting and say, "Haan, kuch hoga."
Ashutosh ji, I have very high regards for him. He's right to say whatever he has to say. That's his personal opinion. But coming to the moot question, even though when we say a young party, 10-year-old party have lost credibility, they won two states. Now they are making a dent in Gujarat. This was never heard before. Gujarat predominantly is never a 3-party election, though whatever the vote share would be there, but they're trying to create an impact there. Even with the loss of credibility, there is some kind of momentum in the minds of people who would want to believe in Aam Aadmi Party. There would be people who thought Aam Aadmi Party of 2012 to 2022 is a different party. It has evolved as a party. Those people, the former members of the party, may not be there. The ideology would have been drifted. The ideology would have been changed. There could be no denial on that front. But the reality is people still believe Aam Aadmi Party is a good alternative. That is why people voted for them in huge votes, in a huge vote share in Punjab. And that is why look at the way people are believing Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat. Look at the way the momentum, the new age generation, the new politicians, which is there any third party who is not satisfied with BJP, Congress or regional parties could eye for a national party. That is where an alternative of Aam Aadmi Party comes in. It may have many loopholes, but still there is a huge line of credibility, huge line of young politicians who eye to become a politician, and Aam Aadmi Party offers that kind of a stage, a platform for them. You may have difference of opinion with Arvind Kejriwal or the kind of politics he may play, but there is some kind of credibility which he is having, a new line of politics which he is having. It is not 100% foolproof. It could be fractured, but it is evolving. That kind of brownie points we should give to a party which is winning.
I hope this whole alleged business of ticket selling is not part of the evolution. I just hope that this whole business of alleged ticket selling is not part of the evolution. We leave it there for the moment. Neeraj Mishra, Manasvi Thapar, Ashutosh, thank you very much for joining us. I'm slipping into a break from Delhi. We are shifting our focus to Gujarat next, so do stay with us.